Honestly, I got into retail because I was working in theater and film. And I was working really, really hard, as you do in theater and film, and I realized that to have a life with a family and a husband, I had to not work in theater and film. So Richard said one day when I think I was going to write a play about the pathos of what it was like in a costume wardrobe. I was going to write a play. It was going to be like a melodrama or something. And then Richard said, well, why don't you, instead of, you work so hard and in this, if you put even half the energy into your own business, why don't you just make up something and do it, and just get out there and do it. I know you can do it. And I went, okay. Now I had no business training at all. Neither of us did.
Okay.
I didn't know what to do. I picked, because I was so interested in so many different things. And I was a corset maker and a costume maker, an animal costume maker, historical costume maker, hats and shoes. I did everything.
Yeah.
And I just decided to pick one.
Yeah.
And I picked one that was small and sculptural, that I liked doing. I loved making hats. I wasn't a hat wearer, I was a hat maker and researcher.
Oh, okay.
So I just started doing it. I had $50. And I started doing it, and that was 30 years ago, and obviously learning about business has been the biggest curve.
Well, when I got involved, I had an architectural practice, and I decided to not continue the architectural practice. And that was I mean, we've always worked together on the business since about since it started in the 80s. At least I was there to talk to. And I think what happened was in about 2000, year 2000, just when there was all that hype about all the interest in internet and online sales and stuff like that, I came on board at the business, and I got more involved with, setting up the original. I was really involved in setting up the original store with Edie, but the original online store, not the original store, but just the original online store. So I was working on that, and then as that came to be, like it got set up and stuff, I started just getting more involved in the sort of the business side of the business, right?
Why you're as successful as you are, because you've managed to find something that connects you on every level of life. And Richard, you feel the same way in this experience of the business?
Edie is right in the business, and I'm a little more like a satellite, like a board of directors.
Yeah.
But I'm really involved. Like, I think this store, when you look around the store, we designed the store together. And my former life as an architect gave me the training to do it. But the store is actually really, even though it doesn't look it, it's quite organized and thought out.
Very, very organized.
The men's side is very organized, and it's kind of compartmentalized.
Yep.
And
like
there's the chair that you're sitting in, which is, and then the women's are over there, and then we have the upper shelves and the ladder. And then the back room for more special.
Right.
So it was really thought out.
Well, it's really interesting because I can recognize Richard's design within the context of the chaos of my decorating the store.
Yeah.
Do you know, I look around and I see him.
What he was thinking.
He gave it a kind of structure, and then he works off that structure, and then changes. The display moves around all the time. Like, you never see it. It's never the same store.
How often do you change your displays?
Every day.
Every
single day. If you would want to coin what makes this business successful now, it really is the understanding of the balance and the push-pull between the linear details that need to be in place, and you can describe it lots of different ways. Like, there's lots of people that say, no matter what business it is, above board, like absolutely across the board, no matter what business it is, it has to follow basic business principles to survive. Basically, bottom line is, you have to make enough money to pay for everything.